Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of To The Point. Today we're going to talk about a new analysis that we've conducted along with the help of the great folks at the Commit Partnership. It's called the Opportunity Index. And we initially debuted this in early November to the City Council's Committee on Human and Social Needs. Here's what we're trying to accomplish with the Opportunity Index. If you're watching these videos, you probably know what we're up to at Opportunity Dallas. We're trying to raise public awareness about the structural inequities which are built into our system, particularly in terms of residential segregation and concentrated poverty. Because if we don't understand it as a city, we will never be able to mobilize the will to do something about it in terms of policy. As I've mentioned before, poverty is a structural problem. It's driven by a complex interplay of factors in our neighborhoods and in our economy. In other words, there are mountains and mountains of data, research, and evidence which show that where you grow up in life, your zip code that you're born into, the quality of your neighborhood has an enormous impact on your life outcomes. It's not purely a matter of how hard you work in life. And so, as President Johnson once said, men and women of all races are born with the same range of abilities. But ability is not just the product of birth. Ability is stretched or stunted by the family that you live with and the neighborhood you live in, by the school you go to, and the poverty or the richness of your surroundings. It is the product of 100 unseen forces playing upon the little infant, the child, and finally the man. So what we're trying to do with the Opportunity Index is show how that phenomenon actually plays out. We've tried to quantify and explain why and how some neighborhoods have more opportunity than others. We know that opportunity varies significantly across neighborhoods. That's not a surprise. But what is surprising is that we don't have great ways to capture those differences, to measure them, to characterize them. And what we're using today is insufficient, I believe. To date, we have defined high opportunity areas based on two measures, the poverty rate and whether the school met standard. And I don't think that adequately captures the complexity of our neighborhoods. We need to look at more than just two indicators. So I think we need a better way to talk about opportunity. And so here's how the Opportunity Index works. So every census tract in the city gets a score based on 14 indicators in 4 buckets. So first, economics. Are many in the neighborhood employed and earning a living wage? So we looked at indicators like median income, poverty rate, unemployment rate. Second, education. Have many neighbors completed college and are neighborhood public schools growing student achievement? So we looked at percent with a bachelor's degree, school performance data. Third, environment. Is the neighborhood safe? Are properties in good physical condition? We looked at things like violent crime incidents and DCAD, property condition ratings. Fourth, access. Are jobs, doctors, quality food, and internet easily accessible to residents? So we looked at things like commute time, number of jobs in a neighborhood, number of doctor's offices, fresh vegetables, quality restaurants, and the percent of households with Wi-Fi access. And each bucket is evenly weighted. This is not a perfect science. This is actually version 1.0 for us. We're actually not even done with it yet. We're kind of still refining it. And there's still room for improvement, but the idea is to get at which neighborhoods offer a family the most opportunity for economic mobility and to identify what neighborhood factors actually shape this. So all those 14 indicators are put into a formula, and then we ranked all the census tracts. The top 25% are labeled high opportunity areas. The next 25% are moderate opportunity. The next 25% limited opportunity. And the bottom 25% are focus areas. There are roughly 79 neighborhoods in each category. On the map, high opportunity is green, moderate opportunity yellow, limited opportunity orange, and focus areas in red. And then, of course, there's Highland Park, which we left blank, but we all know that that's a green area. So this map shouldn't surprise anyone. It once again shows the stark segregation of Dallas. We know this. But here's what I think might surprise you. It's the extreme nature of the racial inequities once we ran this. And I think it's tragic and startling information. The racial inequities are truly horrifying. 73 out of the 79 high opportunity areas are majority white. The remaining 6 have no majority race. So basically, high opportunity area is synonymous with white area. There is not a single high opportunity area which is majority black. There is not a single high opportunity area which is majority Hispanic. 7 out of 10 majority black tracts are focus areas. So 70% of majority black tracts are focus areas. Almost 1 out of 2 majority Hispanic tracts are limited opportunity areas. In Dallas, opportunity is thoroughly racialized. This is why at Opportunity Dallas we believe that housing segregation is the single most important thing we need to tackle as a city. The idea is to have high opportunity tracts which are also economically and racially diverse. What we're seeing in Dallas is not only the segregation of the poor, but also the segregation of the affluent. Also, what we've done is try to profile the features of the types of neighborhoods. So in a high opportunity area, what do you see? On average, what's the median income, the poverty rate? How many jobs are in the neighborhood? How many restaurants, doctors, etc.? So this is the profile for a high opportunity neighborhood, moderate opportunity, limited opportunity, and focus areas. So let's compare and contrast a high opportunity area to a focus area, the top 25% to the bottom 25%. So in a high opportunity area, the median income is $75,000 plus. In a focus area, it's less than $35,000. A 0 to 10% poverty rate compared to over 30% poverty rate. Over 50% with a bachelor's degree, less than 10% with a bachelor's degree. A 20-minute commute time versus over 35-minute commute time. 4,000 to 6,000 jobs in a high opportunity area, less than 1,000 in a focus area. So I'll put it more bluntly. You take a kid from a high opportunity area and you put him in a focus area. Do we really think his chances for success are the same? Do we really think it's purely a matter of hard work? And vice versa. If a kid from a focus area is able to access a high opportunity area, do you think his chances for success would increase? Of course they would. Hard work matters, but where you grow up is a critical determinant of life outcomes. And our goal is that this opportunity index enables everyone, elected officials, staffers, policymakers, and the general public, to compare scores and to understand why and how some communities have more opportunities than others. And in a few weeks, we're going to have a website where people can actually go in and type in their street address and be able to compare their neighborhood with others. So we can talk all day long about how bad our poverty problem is, but until we really begin to understand what's shaping it, we're going to have a really tough time fixing it.